Why, yes, the governor of our home sector is now a random Modian you've never seen before, named Gray. Don't ask questions. Why would you ask questions? Also, it's time to secure permanent custodianship and screw over the notch clocks once and for all. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. So, things are going really well. So well, in fact, that I am now ready to take the custodianship term limit that I just proposed and declare it an emergency measure right now, since it's now in session. And I am going to vote in favor of this, obviously, and we'll see how everyone else votes. There might not be a lot of voting in favor of it, but we have a lot of favors which we can call in order to ensure that things go through. So far, we have a few of the smaller nations already voting against it. The notch clocks are clearly against it. Pirates sighted. Our trade route in the LR9 singularity system is poorly protected and passes through what has become largely lawless space. An increasing number of pirates, smugglers, and various other criminal elements have been drawn into the system, and they now raid our shipping with near impunity that it must be dealt with. All right, your term as custodian expires. Yes, I know. I'm dealing with it. Thank you for telling me that. That is useless information at this point in time. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give the order. It's interesting that we have a pirate situation right now. I'm going to give the order for the second fleet to return up here and start patrolling again so that this is less of an issue. I haven't patrolled in a while, and it's probably affecting my economy pretty strongly, to tell you the truth, now that I think about it. But we need to keep a very close eye on this vote. The notch clocks are obviously voting against it. I could go ahead and call in all my favors now. And you can see that that is giving us considerable weight. We have to have a certain amount of influence in order to call that vote in. So I basically can't spend any influence at the moment. Now, another thing that I could do is I could go to some of the most powerful civilizations, like, for example, the Latrepians, and I can offer them a trade deal, and I can say, hey, I want you to give me 6 more favors. Now, if I do that, let's see what kinds of resources they want. They don't want minerals. Let's see if they want minor artifacts. Ooh, they do want minor artifacts. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Do you like dark matter? How do you feel about dark matter? They definitely like dark matter. Okay, so that deal is probably good enough. Is there a rare resource that I could give them that might tip the scales a bit? Oh, yeah. All right, now I can maybe give up fewer of these. All right, 800. All right, so now we have 6 more favors from the Latrepian star hierarchy. Let's confirm. And they should accept that deal, I would imagine. Oh, we just had an admiral die. Sad day. All right, Isabella Hume is our new admiral. Ship upkeep minus 10%. And additional ship weapons damage and shield hardening as a result. Alright, we are currently facing a bit of an energy crisis on account of the fact that our pirates are messing with us a little bit. So I think, let's see. Yeah, ships are on the way. It's just going to take a moment for that problem to be solved. Forterton. Let's do another nanite transmuter. Can I afford that? Yes, I can. Let's do one more nanite transmuter, just to increase our output of our rare resources, which is all that does. Now, what's interesting about the fact that we have our ships moving through this territory is that this also kind of counts as a patrol. All right, so that trade deal's been accepted. We just need to wait to have enough influence. Senate's in session for another couple of years here. We need to wait to have enough influence to call in all of those favors. And what's that going to look like? It's going to look like that. I could technically also buy favors from the notch clocks. So I probably need to do that as much as possible. Also, how much is that going to cost me? 180 right now to call in all of my favors. Let me see if I can buy some favors from the notch clocks. Let's see if they're willing to talk favors. If I were to get 7 more favors to you, what do you want for them? You like minor artifacts? Ooh, you don't really like minor artifacts, do you? How do you feel about dark matter? You don't like dark matter. How do you feel about rare crystals? You don't like rare crystals. All right, these guys don't like me as much. So basically, they're not as willing to trade in rare resources. They definitely don't want alloys. How do you feel about consumer goods? Okay, much less likely that I'm going to be able to get favors out of these fools. And I guess I'm not terribly surprised. So the next thing I should do, I suppose, is look at the United Jubaran Authority. They're hostile to us, but who knows? Maybe they're willing to grant some favors. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Maybe I can. Nope. The Jubarans are not going to give me any favors. Okay. Well, I might have gained all the favors I'm possibly going to gain from this. So this is going to be interesting. Eisenbury. And let's go ahead and build a nanite transmitter on Eisenbury. The nanite transmitter, hang on. Let me look at this exactly. Yeah. The upkeep is 0.9 nanites, and we currently have a nanite income of 4. So I can build like 3 or 4 of those, and they produce a certain number of rare resources. The nanite transmitter in this playthrough is honestly not that useful to me, given some of the other awesome tech that I have, which is a shame, but it is what it is. All right. As much as I want to go ahead and colonize the rest of these systems, I really do. Like, I need to make sure I save my influence for this gut punch that I'm going to deal them. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to call in literally every favor I have, and it's still going to be close, which is upsetting. I mean, maybe there are additional favors that I can call in. Maybe I need to think more about... Hang on. About the smaller nations. Maybe those nations add up. If I can get favors with them... Community. Alright, so the Zemerpukians. They're cordial to us. Let's offer a trade deal with them. Alright, 9 more favors. Now, what if we gave you stuff? Alright, what if we gave you dark matter? Okay, you like dark matter. That's interesting. I have 500 dark matter. Do you like rare crystals? We have rare crystals. How many rare crystals do we have? 500? I mean, honestly, this is worth doing. This might seem a little bit extreme, but if it can lock in this victory, then I'll do it. Exotic gases, yeah. I don't have... Yeah, volatile motes, I can give them that many. All right, and that's going to give me 9 favors with the Zemerpukians. Now, this is also going to increase the requirement of the influence requirement of the trigger pull on this. So... Oh boy. All right, let's send that deal. Neville's Bay. What can you build? I mean, technically, I think we're harvesting all of the nanites we can harvest. So I'm not going to build another nanite transmitter until I'm confident that I've got room to do so. So we could do a galactic stock exchange here. Doesn't seem like a bad idea, because this particular planet needs amenities, so let's do that. Okay, so now let's see. Well, first of all, we need that deal to go through. All right, that deal was clearly accepted. Oh, hang on. Let's kill the pirates. Murder. Murder, death, kill. Thank you. All right, those pirates are no longer a problem, which means a couple of things. First of all, let's get a construction ship to build that research station. And we'll get one up in Dolphin as soon as possible. But, even more importantly, do I have another envoy that I can send here just to boost my diplomatic strength? Yeah, let's go ahead and send some additional envoys this way. I don't need a spy network there. I'm going to put a whole bunch of envoys to boost my... Alright, busy improving relations. Yeah, I don't need to improve relations with the frickin' Nodge clocks. I don't need a spy network in the Jubarans. The spy network in the Dothakan Horde has plenty of That's probably good enough. All right, yeah, I just increased my pull by a lot. So now, if I call in literally all of my favors, it's going to cost 270 influence. Is there even enough time left in the vote? To gain that much influence? I need to gain 190 influence. So let's just, if I were gaining 10 per month. No, wait, no. So that's 20 months, basically 21 months-ish. Less than 2 years. Senate's in session for... Yeah, I do have enough time, actually. I just need to sit and wait for that to build up, and I will definitely be able to call in all those favors. Okay. This is happening. This is happening. We're going to do this. Sorry, I had to sit and do head math for a second, but it was worth it. So let's go ahead and build another city district here, obviously. Reasons previously discussed. Ringworld section restored. Building on what remains of the ruined Ringworld in the Cyberx Alpha system, our engineers have managed to restore another section. So let's go ahead and get a colony going here. Colonize. Founder species only. Modian. Cyberx Alpha Secundusa. Yeah, Secundusa. Let's call it that. Actually, I think it should just be Secundus, and I hit A there, but it's okay. We can fix that later. So that's good news, and I think we're already repairing these two. Oh, nope, there's one more that I still have not repaired. Okay, so I just need to keep a close eye on this. Need to let my influence build up. Oh boy, I'm so nervous. Like, part of me is wanting to wait until, like, the very end of things. The seance. After days of being locked in a hypnotic trance, our psychics and the conclave of telepaths have finally managed to open a brief gateway into the Shroud. Now that we have established an initial psionic link, we'll be able to access the Shroud through the context menu in the future. To make any kind of meaningful forays into this realm and meet the beings who dwell there, we will likely have to make use of special psionic emitters to extend our psychic reach. This will consume a tremendous amount of energy. Time to reach in and see what we find. The Shroud. It is unbelievably strange and unsettling, but also immediately familiar. Anyone with psionic powers will have seen this place in their dreams, though they likely did not know it at the time. We linger now at the precipice of this realm, not far from the empty void of the in-between that serves as the boundary between here and normal space, or what we would call the real world. To venture deeper into the Shroud will require a great effort on the part of our telepaths, as well as a large amount of energy. We must not delay, or we must not dally. Even now, we are being watched. Reach into the Shroud. While we have yet to actually pierce the veil, we can feel it getting thinner and thinner under the pressure of our combined minds. Yet, on the other side, our efforts to enter the Shroud have not gone unnoticed. Something watches us. Its presence radiates eldritch power and unfathomable purpose. It seeps through the cracks of our psyche. It barely notices us. It watches us like we would a drop of condensation on a porthole. It might let us in, if only we could reach its inscrutable mind. Try to commune with it. This will let us form a covenant, so we can commune with the ineffable. It'll cost 18 months. Yep, do it. Also, I just realized there might be some additional things that I can do here. Let's see. There might be some edicts I can run. To increase diplomatic weight. And if so, I'm going to do that. All right, so we have ambitions here. I don't know... I don't think there are any of these that increase diplomatic weight. Yeah, this one increases research speed, but I don't want to use that until I no longer am trying to build up traditions at all. Ooh, nanite actuators. If we have extra +4 nanites, we can increase research speed by 4 that way. Oh, I didn't know that. I've already got the nanite transmitters built, and I don't care that much, but that's interesting to know. Is there anything that boosts? I'm really checking. Is there anything that boosts our weight? I mean, I could put more envoys in. There's nothing to stop me from putting all of my envoys, because why wouldn't I? You know, like to become permanent custodian. Let's do it. I can fix this later. I won't be able to move them for a few years, but if it gives me the access that I need to do it, then let's frickin' go. There, now we're up to 43.3k. That's a ton more influence, and will definitely allow us to move the needle in the right direction. So now we just need to get it up to 190-ish. Again, can't do anything else with claiming these systems, unfortunately. Ah, the United Jabaran Authority has audaciously laid claim to the terminal egress system. Yes, I know, the United Jabaran Authority intel is falling. I'm going to lose a lot of intel right now because I just pulled all of my spy. I pulled all of my spies out for the sake of getting this vote done. This is going to be one heck of a vote. So part of me wants to wait until the last second and then call this in when nothing can stop it, like when nothing can react to it, basically. So maybe like wait until the third day or so for it to kick in, like until like 3 days before the vote's done. But I don't want to tempt fate, you know? If the engine doesn't work properly and the bonus doesn't kick in time, I don't trust it. I'm trying really hard to get this permanent custodianship, and it's worth it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do mineral purification plants here. I do have a few mining districts here, not a ton, but enough to make that worthwhile. Governor Matilda Seymour has passed away. Oh, that's a shame. All right, let's recruit a new governor. Leader cost and leader upkeep. You know what? Yeah, I'd rather have... Which sector is this? Iroquois? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, actually, this is a system where it's going to be valuable to have a ship build speed bonus and a cost reduction. Heck yeah. So that's our new governor. Well, that was one of the easiest decisions I've made in a while. All right, so we are closing in on 270. Getting there, slowly but surely. Alright, Port Gloria is ready for an upgrade. Let's do that. Oh, who's this? Scientist Bertha Castle-Ross has died. Louise Walpole. Let's go ahead and give it to her. Why not? Also, I think my science ships can safely be returned to their research support duties. So let's go ahead and find my current best research worlds. So Avonhead, obviously, that remains an important one. So you go and assist research there. Modi is a big one, but I think Neville's Bay is going to be a bigger one. Alright, now those are good, but no really big heavyweights. Oh yeah, Port Eleanor. Oh boy, that is a definite heavyweight research role. Go ahead and assist research there. Iroquois. Iroquois is probably one that I will support. Yeah, it's going to be Iroquois. 'Tis indeed. Oh, Just kidding. Or I could just lose it before I actually zero in on it. How about that? All right, assist research there. And finally, we need one more. It needs to be close to 276. Already got Port Eleanor being supported. I guess Modia would be the next most obvious one. Avonhead is obviously already being supported. Yep, it's probably going to be Modia unless Vera's Bay, excuse me. Yep, it's Modia. It's Modia. Homeworld. Go ahead and assist research, please. Go, go, go. Scientist Octul Kurul Uyoma has died at the age of 111. Well, that's really annoying because that scientist was just executing an order and now I don't know where they're supposed to be. God damn it. Okay, hang on. So, yeah. That's super annoying. Avonhead, Neville's Bay, Iroquois, Port Eleanor. That's the one. It's Port Eleanor that's missing. That's the worst freaking timing, holy crap. Because normally if a scientist dies, their ship is in orbit of the planet that they're supposed to be helping. So it's okay. Oh, also, I have 10k. Let's get this done. Build that. And we're closing in on having enough to do even more. Because I have another ring world to restore. And I have wonders to build, mind you, although I don't necessarily feel like that's going to be necessary. It's really just a matter of whether this crisis aspirant, which they appear to still be, what did they say? You Modian can't run the Modian Curators, and now you are expected to guide the entire galactic community? Ha! Why do you care about that? You're a crisis aspirant. All right, so we now have the ability to conclude the vote early, but we haven't called in favors yet. This will push it into positive territory. We're currently gaining 10 influence per turn, or per month, and we're going to be able to pull that trigger any moment now. Oh man. Literally pulled out all the stops to make this happen. I could, honestly, you know what I could probably do now? Hang on. Because I've built up so many resources while this has been sitting here. Let's look at the community. Let me look at, like, the next... Yeah, the Principality of Atem Losun. Let's go ahead and offer them a trade deal. And see if we can get favors on them. Because they're a smaller... How am I doing on minor artifacts? I can give them 1,000 minor artifacts. I can give these guys literally everything I have. The thing that's freaking me out a little bit as I think about it is... Oh my god, this is working. The thing that's freaking me out is, like, if I do that, what if the AI reacts, you know? And so I'm just thinking in terms of how can I get as much leverage out of this as possible, you know? So this is a huge amount of resources I'm about to give up, like massive amount, but I'm going to do it. Just for the sake of being able to call in as much of a favor as I can. All right, so they should accept that offer any second now. All right, there it is. So call in favor. Yeah, so that noticeably moved it. And it increases the... I think I can do it. I need 370, but I just need 9 months. I've got time. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because honestly, I feel like the majority is shrinking at this point. And I just want to pull the trigger and hit as hard as I can at the last possible second. And seal the permanent custodianship. And then screw over the notch clocks in every possible way. And laugh while doing it. That's what I want. As we reach out for the presence, the minds of our telepaths are filled with a chorus of voices. No more than soft whispers at first. The cacophony grows in intensity, 1,000 voices speaking in unison. The voice introduce themselves as the Whisperers in the Void. Individual members of the chorus make themselves known. The Susurrus of Secrets. The Throne's Shadow, the Master of Puppets. There are so many of them, all joined in the chorus of the Whisperers. If they claim to be privy to all knowledge whispered in secrecy from one mortal to another, they claim, rather, to be privy to all knowledge whispered in secrecy from one mortal to another and offer to share some of these secrets with us if we will only allow them into our consciousness. A trifling price, they assure us, we will barely even notice their presence. There is an urgency to their tone. So we could form a covenant. This would provide additional research speed, more monthly influence, better code breaking, lower stability, lower monthly unity, and the Whisperer's Mantle modifier, which adds additional cloaking strength. I'm going to exit the Shroud. It doesn't sound like a price worth paying at this point, especially with the power we're about to lock down. I'm not going to get greedy. All right, so I'm watching this number. I need this number to be 370. And then I'm just going to wait. All right, nice. This colony is done. Wow, we have lots of spaces on Cybrix Alpha Prime. We can just build it outright. So let's build gene clinics. Let's build an ancient refinery. Let's build alloy. Let's build an Audison monument. And let's build administrative offices. I'll have more to build there soon. But the thing is, none of those... We need pops here in order for any of this to be meaningful. So I'm putting a lot in place, but it's not going to be useful at the moment. Tianki in Modian space. A Tianki pod has crossed into our space in the terminal egress system. As the Tianki have officially been declared galactic pests, all galactic community members are legally obliged to immediately euthanize any creatures present within their borders. The Modian Curators will be considered in breach of galactic law until the Tianki have either departed our space or been exterminated. Are you freaking kidding me? This is the worst possible time. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and send them through the closest L gate. I've got my fleet sitting up here, so it's going to take a minute for me to even get to them. It's going to take 316 days. I barely have enough time for that. But that is horrific timing. That is absolutely horrific timing. The Tianki are trolling me. Oh my god, what a frickin' plot twist. Embassy recalled from the Queptilium Star Alliance. Wonderful. Alright, I just need to get to them as quickly as possible. Alright, Rosaline Thornycroft has died. Let's go ahead and hire a new scientist. Alright, you just go ahead and assist research at Neville's Bay, please. Alright, so it looks like one of the fleets is going to be there in 190 days, which is better. Interesting that I'm taking the route that I'm taking to get to it. Governing ethics shift in the Principality of Atemla soon. Okie doke. Minerals from jobs plus 5%. Nice. Armor hit points. Nice. 346 days remaining. Down to the wire. Call in favor. I mean, we're still going to win it at this point. I just would really like to eliminate those Tianki before it happens. So let's see if we can hit them where it hurts. Just need to watch that number there. Hopeful pack. Let's secret fealty. Yeah, that's going to last. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. That's such a meaningful thing you just did. Wow. So great. Thanks. Love it. Love everything about it. Appreciate you. Respect you. Admire you. Etc., so on and so forth. Administrative offices. Yes, please. A little bit of extra unity never hurt anyone while we're still going for traditions. Alright, so we need this number to be at 0 as soon as possible. Oh, speaking of traditions, Only one possible. Defense armies now produce 0.5 unity, so yeah. Sure. 90 days. Horrific timing. The Tianki just had to wander in right now, didn't they? To make things extra tense for the end of this episode. And the music is perfect too, can I just say. Governor Harriet Robertson has died. Wow! The game is just making me, like, it's trying to keep my heart rate up, basically. So, ship build speed, Unity plus jobs. Unity from jobs, rather. And again, which sector is this? Birchville. Oh, that's... Okay. Hang on. This is not going to be as important of a sector, so let me recruit someone. I mean, food from jobs, maybe? Leader lifespan? Yeah. I'll just hope that that's meaningful. Alright, kill the frickin' space whales. Get them out of here. Tianki hunted in terminal egress, so we gained some... Oh, we actually gained a lot from that. So we should no longer be in breach of galactic law, right? Energy credits from jobs. Yeah, none of these are particularly interesting to me. I guess the quantum catapult would be cool to have. I don't see myself using it this series. So I'm no longer in breach of galactic law, right? What's happening? Are there additional Tianki somewhere? Maybe at the end of the month it expires? No, the month just ticked over. Oh, there it went. All right, good. Okay. Oh my god, I was so scared. All right, so now we're just going to watch that number. We're going to count it down. Yeah, so now everyone's happy with me again. I'm going to keep these units here. And actually, my first fleet, I'm going to have them come to Eartheus and start patrolling so that we don't have an economic issue again. All right, moment of truth. We're less than 100 days away from the end of this. I'm not going to pull this trigger until it's close to the end. Alright, so people are opening their borders again. People are deciding they like me again. They can trust me since I hunted the Tianki, which makes no sense whatsoever, but okay. Alright. Alright, speed 1. Slow speed. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. Slowest. Okay. Let's speed up a little bit. Okay. 10 days. Call in favor. Do it. They can't stop me now, right? They can't stop me now, right? There's nothing they can do unless everyone decides to vote against it right now at the last second. See, this is what I'm worried about. There's so many abstaining votes. We are the permanent custodians. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Holy crap. Alright. Hang on. Colonize this planet. Founder species only. Unaria Prime. No, this is... I think we already have Edith's Bay. Maraveni. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's the Tomb World, by the way. So that's going to be a nice ocean world. 21-slot ocean world that just finished. What an ending. Holy crap. And those Tianki just absolutely messing with me down to the last freaking second. That was freaking funny. I wasn't expecting that level of shenaniganry from the game, and the game delivered. Okay, we're 35 minutes in. I'm going to stop this episode here. This is also the end of my recording session for the day, and what a freaking ending. Holy crap, that's satisfying as hell. All right, I'm going to pull my other fleet down to where I previously had them patrolling from, and then I'll give the order for them to resume patrolling up and down between my 2 patrol points and hopefully improve the economy a little bit. We're doing really well at this point. Let's see how we're doing in terms of victory score. I don't suspect that we've necessarily climbed. Yeah, we're still in 6th place. So custodianship doesn't necessarily guarantee you victory. So now I have to use my powers for evil, I mean good, in order to win over the rest of the galaxy and perhaps convince them to defeat the Dothakan Horde. But I think the tide kind of might turn in my favor a little bit if the Dothakan Horde in fact becomes the crisis, because now I feel prepared to beat them. We have the L cluster, we have permanent custodianship, and I just have the biggest grin on my face you can possibly imagine. So who knows where the series goes from here, but I am suddenly having a blast after fighting my economy and fighting with these jerks for the first felt like entire series. This has really proved to be a ton of fun in the past just hour and a half of gameplay. So thanks for being here for the ride, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.